Welcome to Sunday. Welcome to day 7 of the 2-Minute Author Challenge, and this is Personal Development Sunday. And today's quote comes from Albert Einstein, who said, "Setting an example is not the main means of influencing another. It's the only means." Hi, my name is Christopher Diarmani, and I help authors go from blank page to finished first draft to published with ease. And as an author coach, you might be curious, why am I focusing on personal development instead of on some writing task? Well, the reason is really, for me, very simple. The better person, the better human being I can become, the more clearly I can express the ideas that are important to me, the more clearly I can show up for my readers. And honestly, probably the biggest point is that the deeper I can dive into myself to figure out what it is that motivates me, and that I can take whatever those wounds, whatever those challenges that I faced in my life are, and use them as a power source for connecting to my readers. So with that, let me move into kind of the point of today. When it comes to improving ourselves, self-awareness really is a critical component to that. If we're not aware of what we're doing, if we're oblivious to our actions, we're also going to be oblivious to the effect that our actions and our example is setting for others. So our emotional state directly affects that example. So we have this duty to ourselves, we have this duty to others, to not allow a negative emotional state to be impactful on someone else, especially in the long term. So can you imagine the situation, I'm in a bad mood, I start writing, I'm working on this so-called personal transformation book, this transformational nonfiction book, but my bad attitude gets infused into that text. So my temporary poor condition can have a direct negative effect, long-term effect on anyone reading that book. That's not what I want, right? That's absolutely not what I want. And I would hope the same is true for you. But this is not true just for our emotional state. It's also true for our intellectual state and for our spiritual state. Really, really important to make sure that when we sit down to write, that we are focused, centered on the task at hand, and that we're not allowing the day's events that may have upset us, annoyed us, whatever, to infuse our writing sessions. So this morning, my pastor preached on Acts 4, and he talked a lot about Peter in that setting. And if you're not familiar, let me just walk quickly through it. Peter was hauled before Jerusalem's leaders because he had helped a lame man walk through using the power of Jesus Christ, obviously. It wasn't Peter's power, it was Christ's power through him. So he's hauled before these so-called important people, but does Peter cower? No, he doesn't. He stood tall. He explained clearly what he did, why he did it, and through whose power he did it. In a sense, he proclaimed the truth. He set this powerful example, not only for the people in his own day, but also for those of us reading the Bible through the ages. Like, we all get to watch throughout history, we get to watch Peter stand tall, own his truth, own Christ, and simply proclaim what is true for the world. So I guess that what it boils down to is it's doing the right thing, even when it's the unpopular thing. Like, I'm sure that the Jewish leaders at the time would have loved nothing more than for Peter to have basically cowered before them and said, "Oh, gee, I'm so sorry." He didn't do that. And neither should we when we're in our own lives and in our own writing. It's really, really important to maintain that integrity, I believe. Because, again, if we're living in integrity, if we're writing in that integrity, our readers are going to catch on to that. And that's really, really important. Is this scary? Yeah, it really can be. Absolutely it can be, because we're going up against sort of popular opinion. We're going up against the important people, the leaders, whatever. That can prove, challenging. That can instill a little bit of fear. But here's the best part about that. When we stand tall in these things, in the truth, and we don't back down, when we stand tall in integrity, when we stand tall in who we are and why we are that person, we get to pass the mirror test, which is probably the most important thing in the world. Can I look myself in the mirror at the end of my day and be proud of the person that I was that day? If the answer is no, I have some serious problems. But if the answer is yes, if I have stood tall, if I have focused on making sure that I am the best human being I can throughout my day, be that, dealing with my family, dealing with my friends, dealing with my coworkers, dealing with my writing, dealing with the subject matter of my book. The deeper and more connected I am to being centered, being centered emotionally, intellectually, spiritually, the deeper I can connect to my own pain so that I can be vulnerable and express that stuff to others so that they can connect to it as well, so that they can understand, yeah, I know you. I know who you are because I've been you. You know, that's really, really important stuff. So if you're struggling with any of these things today, then just take this to heart. You know, just take a moment, take a deep breath and own it. Own your power. And I think that what you'll find is that if you take that momentary pause just to center yourself, everything that you're facing is going to get a little bit better, and writing about it will be so much clearer. So if you got something valuable out of today's video, I would love it if you would share it with your writing friends. I would love it if you would like it and help spread the word. I would also love it if you would share in a comment on this video what struck you best. What was the sort of the one thing that I said or talked about that perhaps impacted you most? I would love to hear that. I really would. I would also love, of course, if you would follow me on social media and connect with me on LinkedIn. Yes, the links are on screen there, but the simplest way to get to all of them is to go to sleekbio.com/Christopher, and everything will be there for you to be able to connect to really, really easily. And lastly, of course, I would love for you to join my July giveaway. Every month I run a giveaway for some sort of writing tool to help other authors get better at particular areas of the craft, or simply provide a tool that's going to help them make their books better. So this, for July, it's Publisher Rocket, which if you're not familiar with, just go to the link here, christopherdiamani.net /giveaway, and you can read all about Publisher Rocket, why I'm doing the giveaway, and there's a couple links on the giveaway page, so you can just go learn more about the software, because it really is what I believe to be an invaluable piece of software for every writer, no matter what genre, no matter what subject matter, no matter what you're writing. This is the tool. If you're writing books, let me clarify that. If you're writing books, this is the tool you absolutely want in your corner, helping you with keywords, with Amazon categories, and a whole bunch of other stuff that this software does. Dave Cheston's done a fantastic job with it, which is why I'm so pleased to be giving away a lifetime subscription to it this month. So with that, I hope you have a fantastic rest of the day, and I hope you take this to heart, and I hope that you find a way to make a positive impact on one person in your life today. All right? Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will talk to you again tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Bye-bye.